had to change the format of the World Championship Finals between two players, what would your format look like?
Well, if I ever got there, I don't think I'd care too much about the format. I'd just be happy to get there. But I don't have too many specific thoughts on the format. I would say from my personal side, I think the current format is all right. I heard a new proposal of holding a match in several sets, so 3 sets of 4 games, which sounds interesting as well, because then you might keep the match interesting. Like you lose one set, but then you can win another set, and it keeps it interesting. So I heard that Carlsen will not play unless the playing conditions change, like the format. So I hope they might change it into something he likes, so he'll play. Of course, that's what I like to see.
No, I simply don't think it exists, because there's always maybe some format that favors some of the players, and the others are better in rapid, someone is better in knockouts, other in round robin. So I don't think it exists. But well, the main thing is, I guess, is once it starts, you can't make changes. So I believe it's because it's been in the history. It's happened many times, and I don't think it's a good idea. So I believe it's only a good idea to make changes after it's over with the cycle.
I am not sure it's very good to change this reglement in last moment. I think Magnus, he played very good match against Jan in last format, but he played not very good match against Fabiano and Karyakin. I think for him it's a little bit boring to play in same format.
Well, I think match is necessary. Like you kind of have to beat the world champion in a match in order to become one yourself. The tradition has always been classical games, right? At least 12. It used to be 24. It used to be longer many years ago. I just want to see classical chess. I think it's the most important time control. So shortening it doesn't make much sense to me. If the score is tied after that, then you keep going on the classical. I just don't think mixing shorter time control makes that much sense. But we'll see. It's more attractive also to the fans who have Blitz and Rapid. But personally, to me, I like classical.
Yes, probably everybody agrees that maybe it should be a little bit faster. So there are a lot of formats that could be more interesting, but it should be discussed, of course, with the FIDE. So I think it's not very bad, the format that we have now, but I think it could be more better and entertaining also.
It's hard to give a definitive answers, but first of all, I think sets idea, best of 3 sets or best of 5 sets, sounds like a great idea in the sense that there wouldn't be any game without stakes.
I haven't thought about that because I'm still quite long and far away from playing the World Championship match, but to be honest, I don't think there's anything wrong with the current format.
If you want to see who is the best player in the world, it has to be reasonably long match of classical chess. I don't believe too much in other formats in terms of Rapid or Blitz for the title, because I think the best player in chess is the best player in classical chess, not so much in Rapid and Blitz.
I really like the classical format because I think we have some separate championships for Rapid and for Blitz, and I don't really think it's a good idea to mix up. But for sure, I think it's wrong to change the rules like in the middle of the cycle. So this has to be discussed, let's say, right after. I don't know, let's say right after the match or something, yeah, but then we, at the very beginning of the new cycle, so we make sure that we play to qualify and we play the match with some same regulations, same time control, same rules like Sofian rules and so on. That's obviously a good question because time is now different. Comparing to what was like, let's say 100 years ago, and maybe we really need to seek for a new format. But this is, I would say that we have like this more than, almost 150 years tradition of holding classical matches, and I think this is quite priceless.
I don't know what the ideal setup for the World Championship match is. I think there are lot of formats that could be tried, but as I've said for many years, I think the one that we have now is one of the worst when it comes to selecting the best player. Specifically, I would say that there are too few games. Also, it's kind of too easy to defend when you have so long to prepare, and I think it's really all set up to decrease the chances that the best player wins. So I would say more games, less time would be better, definitely.